It's a tragic truth that more than 3 million children die from hunger every year. And between conflict and climate change, the number of hungry children is on the rise. Nearly half of all deaths among children under 5 are caused by hunger. Kids are most at risk of starvation in conflict zones, such as the Yemeni civil war. 22.2 million Yemenis are now in need of urgent humanitarian assistance after a ruthless civil war disrupted the majority of Yemen. 85,000 children have already died and millions more are at risk of losing their lives because of malnutrition. 45 million kids suffer from severe malnutrition every year. Countries across Africa have some of the highest rates of child malnutrition in the world. According to data from 2020, families across the African continent are amongst the most highly impacted by food insecurity and child hunger. This is due to recurring natural disasters, conflicts and poverty. From South Sudan to Ethiopia, a shocking 61 million children are experiencing stunted growth due to malnutrition. While Africa has some of the highest rates of childhood hunger, Asia is home to the highest number of children facing hunger. Children's health around the world. Nearly 5.6 million children die each year due to preventable and treatable causes, including 1 million babies who die on the day they are born. What's more, child malnutrition often leads to a lifetime of poor health. Human trafficking. Today, there are approximately 45.8 million people caught in the trap of modern slavery around the world. This includes 10 million children, 15.4 million people in forced marriage and 4.8 million people trafficked for physical exploitation. Child labor. In our current era, we still see this phenomenon. Even factions that promote for it in the pretext of cheap labor. In the world's poorest countries, around 1 in 4 children are engaged in child labor. Worldwide, 218 million children between 5 and 17 years are in employment. Among them, 152 million are victims of child labor. Almost half of them, 73 million, work in hazardous child labor. Even in certain Western countries, there are attempts to pass certain bills in order to roll back protections against child labor. United States of America, Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders signed a law that makes it easier to employ kids under the Youth Hiring Act of 2023. Those under 16 don't have to get the Division of Labor's permission to be employed. The state also doesn't have to verify their age anymore. To the world society. Make the best of your influence to help the children of the world. To safeguard the norms of rational societies. As children of God, we must act to save humanity.